Rutherford scattering experiment. Rutherford scattering experiment. Rutherford took thin gold foil and bombarded the alpha particles. Alpha particle means nucleus of helium. Helium atomic number 2, mass number 4. It has 2 electron, 2 proton and 2 neutron. When 2 electrons are removed, then Hi plus 2 or Hi plus 2 is obtained, which is known as alpha particle. So that is nucleus of helium is known as alpha particle. The first of all, Rutherford took thin gold foil and bombarded alpha particle on it. Most of the alpha particles cross the gold foil and few of them return back. This experiment is known as Rutherford scattering experiment. Scattering means expand. When alpha particles are bombarded, most of the alpha particles cross this thin gold foil and few of them, that is minimum number of alpha particles, are returned back. On the basis of this, Rutherford concluded that atom must have a dense part, that is densest part, at which alpha particles strike and return back. Being dense part, alpha particles are not capable to penetrate, to enter in that, and places where barriers are not available, that is hollow space, hollow place, space, vacant region in which barrier or interfere are not available. Hence, alpha particles cross the foil easily and reach on another side. On the basis of his conclusion, it is improved that atom has a dense part, atom has a hardest part in which entire mass, total mass of atom is situated. So this hardest part is known as nucleus. Nucleons are present in nucleus, neutron and proton simultaneously known as nucleon. The neutron has no charge, while proton possesses positive charge. Due to presence of proton in nucleus, sign of nucleus is positive. Hence, nucleus is represented by writing the symbol plus. In his another conclusion, Rutherford put forward his view that around nucleus most of the places are vacant. These vacant places are space around nucleus in the atom is known as energy level or shell or orbit. The conclusion on the basis of Rutherford scattering experiment is as follows. Few alpha particles return back on striking or bombarding with thin gold foil. It means atom has a hardest part in which its entire, that is total, mass is located, present. This hard part is known as nucleus. Second conclusion, most alpha particles penetrate the gold foil. It is due to absence of barrier, means interfere barrier in its path. It means around nucleus space, means vacant region, hollow place, space is available. This space means vacant region. This space is known as energy level or cell or orbit and represented by K, L, M, N, O, P, Q. On the basis of his conclusion, Rutherford put forward the idea about atomic model, which is known as Rutherford atomic model. But for this session, Rutherford's atomic model is not included in syllabus. So directly we will study the atomic structure given by Niels Bohr. Now Niels Bohr's atomic model. Niels Bohr's atomic model. Each atom consists of a nucleus in which nucleons, neutrons and protons are simultaneously known as nucleons, and nucleon present in the nucleus. Nucleons, young neutron plus small p proton, in which nucleons present. Second, around nucleus very circular orbits exist in which electrons revolve. Number 3, it is conditional case. Electrons are not free to revolve in any orbit. We have 7 orbits K, L, M, N, O, P, Q. Energy of each orbit, energy of each cell is certain. and any particular orbit in any certain orbit, electron may revolve if and only if energy of electron is equal to the energy of that orbit or energy of that cell. Electrons are not free to revolve anywhere. It is bounded with the condition to revolve, to rotate, to spin around nucleus for any orbit. It is compulsory that energy of electron must be equal to the energy of that cell or energy of that orbit. So this is related with the conditional case. Electron revolve means motion in circular path. Electron revolve only in those orbits whose energy is or whose angular momentum is integral multiple of n h upon 2 pi. Fourth, during revolution electron does not radiate the energy in excited state means when electron gains energy from outside, then its entire energy is increased. Excitation means increment in the energy, and de-excitation is opposite to that. When electron is de-excited, it means energy is liberated by electron, and if energy is raised, if energy is increased, it means electron is excited. So in excited state, electron jumps to the high energy level and returns into its previous state or previous orbit after 10 power minus 8 second. The concept of number 4 is this, that electron of K cell will jump to the L or ion OPQ when it is excited. Suppose electron revolves in K cell and jump into third cell, M cell, but in M cell it will not stay longer. It will not stay forever. It will return into its previous cell, that is in K cell, in first orbit after 10 power minus 8 seconds. Emission or absorption of energy by electron is in the term of quanta, that is delta E is equal to H nu. Nu is the energy of photon. Light is composed by teeny packets, teeny bundle of energy known as photon. The energy of photon is represented by H nu, where H is Planck constant and nu is frequency. Frequency nu is equal to c upon lambda, where c is velocity of light and lambda is wavelength. Delta E is difference between two energy levels, E upper minus E lower is equal to delta E. Plus nucleus, first cell K, second cell L, third cell M, fourth cell M, fifth cell M, sixth cell K, L, M, N, O, P, and last cell Q. As the distance increases from the nucleus, energy of electron is increased, energy of cell is increased. Distance of Q cell is maximum from the nucleus. It means energy of Q cell is maximum, and electron present in Q cell will have also maximum energy. K cell, first cell, K cell is very close to the nucleus, very near to the nucleus. It means energy of K cell will minimum in comparison to remaining cells. Hence, electron of K cell will have also minimum energy. As the distance increases from the nucleus, energy is increased. If electron present in K cell and it is excited, that is, it gains energy from outside and excited, where energy of electron in K cell is increased, it will not stay in K, but it will jump to the another cell, another orbit having energy analogous to it. So suppose initially electron is in K cell and during excitation it jumps up to ion cell. So in ion cell electron will not stay forever for long time, but it will halt only for the 10 power minus 8 seconds and return back into its initial state, that is into K cell soon. During jump of electron from low energy level to high is due to the absorption of energy and returning of electron from higher energy level to low energy level, that is from up to down, is possible when electron is reduced, electron is minimized its energy. The minimization of energy is due to emission of photon of the equivalent energy. On the basis of this, we concluded that when electron absorbs the energy of photon, it is excited, it goes from low energy level to high energy level. On other hand, if electron emits photon from it, its energy is decreased and it will return into low energy level from upper energy level. So for this, here delta E is equal to H nu is given. Energy of electron in either cell, in either orbit or in either energy level is counted by Eon is equal to minus 13.6 upon Eon square. Unit electron volt. 1 electron volt is equal to 1.6 into 10 power minus 19 joule. Now some idea about electromagnetic radiation. Note, Rn, radius of orbit, is equal to 0.529 Eon square or 0.53 Eon square, where Eon is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 means K cell, L cell, M cell, N cell, O cell, P cell, Q cell. Substituting the value of cell, we may easily get energy of electron in particular orbit or radius of particular orbit. Now electromagnetic radiation. Electromagnetic radiation. Light is the source of energy and light is composed by smallest packet or teeny bundle of energy known as photon. for each photon lambda is certain. There are three methods for the transfer of energy. As you know, heat, energy and work are complementary to each other. There are three methods for transfer of energy or heat. Out of three process, radiation is most of them. Under radiation, medium is not compulsory. Coming of solar energy at the earth is by the radiation. Medium is not compulsory for this. The process of transfer of energy or process of transfer of heat without any medium from one place to other is known as radiation. Light is also known as electromagnetic radiation. Light has two types of field, electric field as well as magnetic field. Now pay your individual attention at the visible light. Wavelength of violet is considered as 4000 angstrom or 400 nanometer, and for red 7000 angstrom or 700 nanometer. So if wavelength of photon that present in the light ranges between these, then we may see color. And if electromagnetic radiation, that is light, have wavelength more than this, more than 7000 angstrom, no color will see. On other hand, if wavelength of electromagnetic radiation, that is for the photon, is minimum than 400 nanometer or 4000 angstrom, we will unable to judge, to see the color. From violet to red, lambda wavelength increases. After red, IR region, infrared region is obtained. In night vision camera or in night vision goggles, IR infrared is used. If wavelength is more than IR, then microwave region is obtained. Our television use this wavelength, and if wavelength is beyond the microwave BMW, then radio region is obtained, in which wireless system and FM channel work. If wavelength is more than microwave region, then region is known as radio. If wavelength is minimum than violet, then region is known as ultraviolet. If ultraviolet present in the sunlight, we feel difficulty in outside the region, in outside the home. Further, if wavelength is minimum than ultraviolet region, then region is known as X-ray, which is used to check the where bone is damaged or not. In dispensary, X-ray is done to scan the body. And if wavelength is minimum than X-ray, then our region is radioactive, alpha, beta, gamma. And after this, back of the radioactive region, microcosmic region is obtained. Now we will discuss about the energy of photon in brief, in short. E is equal to h nu. E is equal to h nu, and nu is equal to c upon lambda. Thus, E is equal to hc upon lambda. H and c both are constant, hence E proportional to 1 by lambda. If lambda is maximum, if wavelength is maximum, energy will be minimum. For example, pay your attention at the gas burner. Flame is blue. Now see the location for blue, minimum wavelength, minimum lambda. So for blue color, wavelength is minimum, hence energy is maximum. If color of flame is red, means maximum wavelength. Being maximum wavelength, energy will be minimum. For violet flame, lambda is minimum. Being minimum wavelength, energy or heat provided by violet flame is maximum. Energy of ultraviolet is more than violet, and energy of X-ray is more than ultraviolet region. Wavelength for X-ray ranges from 1 angstrom to 100 angstrom. So when we move from right to left, wavelength decreases, means energy increases. And when we move from left to right, wavelength increases, that is energy decreases. On the basis of energy present in the radiation, different types of series, group of lines are obtained in the spectrum of hydrogen. In the next topic we will read spectrum of hydrogen. Now limitation for Niels Bohr's atomic model. What are the faults? What are demerits in the Niels Bohr's atomic model? Limitation of Bohr's atomic model. Limitation means drawback, demerit, fault. It is applicable for hydrogen like atom, hydrogen like atom or ion. For example, hydrogen have 1 electron, helium atomic number of helium is 2, the number of electron in helium is 2. It does not holds good, it does not exist under requirement of the Bohr atomic model. When we write Hi plus, then number of electron in this will be 1. So Bohr atomic model will be applicable for this. Similarly for lithium double plus, it will also have 1 electron. Hence for single electron system, Bohr atomic model is operated. Not for sodium, not for potassium, not for iron, copper, zinc, barium, carbon, nitrogen. Bohr atomic model does not exist for this. Only for the single electron system it is applicable. Second, it does not explain Zeeman effect and Stark effect. It indicates that moving electron does not radiate energy, but moving charge here charge means electron creates electric and magnetic field both. Hence radiation is developed. Radiation is developed. Another fault, electron has dual character. Electron behaves like both, like particle as well as like wave. The Neil Bohr's atomic model depends only on the particle behavior, particle nature of the electron, not at the wave nature of electron.